All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We already crushed the 7K subscriber goal, so we are going to update that board here for you guys. Look at Joe Burrow, looking at all these nice, tasty giveaways. We have the 8K sub jersey giveaway. We have the 9K sub sports memorabilia giveaway, 10K subs, the big one, $1,000 giveaway, and the 12K subs. We're going to send a couple people to a game of their choice. Guys, we are very excited for the football season, but no more talking. Let's get right into this video, Trey. All right, guys, let's get into some NCAA football picks and props for Saturday, October 7th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard, Trey. Start us off.
Yeah, and I'm 0 for 0 at the moment. I gave out Oklahoma State plus 13.5 versus my Kansas State Wildcats. A little bit of reverse psychology. So far, so good. Kansas State does have the ball back, and they are probably about to march down the field if I know them. But Oklahoma State is winning 26-15 early on in the fourth quarter. I just got to hold out hope that my Kansas State Wildcats will come back and win this game, but Oklahoma State will still cover.
Yeah, Trey, a great pick there. I almost flipped the switch. I watched the pregame show. I knew once they ran out, I knew Oklahoma State was going to cover that spread. I'm a doofus. I'm a big doofus. Kansas State's doing anything they want all the way down the field. In the red zone, they crumble. But my play was obviously Kansas State, for those of you who didn't know. But, Seth, what was your play?
I also went to the side of Kansas State. I'm a KU fan, so I don't do that very often, and they burned me. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to trust K-State again.
No, I definitely won't. They're horrible. They are a fraud team. Let's move on to our plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and this team that I'm talking about might not be a fraud team. They've been a fraud team in the past, but I'm going to be going with this Georgia Tech at Miami, Florida game. I'm really excited to watch this game. And here's a fun fact. The BCS scoring system that used to determine who used to play in the national championship, they currently have Miami as a top 4 college football team, and they should back that up in this game because they're getting a juicy matchup here against a cupcake Georgia Tech team. Because Georgia Tech, they entered this game with a 2-3 record and are 2-3 ATS as well. They have wins over Wake Forest and South Carolina State, but they have losses against Bowling Green, Louisville, and Ole Miss. And Miami, they enter this game 4-0 undefeated and are also 3-1 ATS as well this season. And the Hurricanes, they have looked really good this season with an average margin of victory of 31 points per game, which is over this number. And with this spread being at 20.5, it just makes me love this bet even more. And give me Miami here. I'm going to buy a full point and take them at minus 19.5 in this game and avoid that 20-point number. I feel like they're going to absolutely lay the beat down on this Georgia Tech team. Miami's the home team, and they're easily the better team in this game. And Tyler Van Dyke, he has flown under the radar so far this season, but he should lead Miami to a pretty impressive season. And by the end of it, they might see themselves in the ACC championship game. So give me Miami here to lay the wood on Georgia Tech at home. I'm going to take them here minus 19.5.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I'm going to go to the TCU and Iowa State game, and I'm going to buy a half point and go to minus 5.5 on the spread for TCU. I really do think TCU can dominate this game. Iowa State does have a fairly good defense, but this offense has shown time and time again that they have troubles in the points department. Ever since their week 1 loss, this TCU offense led by Chandler Morris has been clicking on all cylinders. And even though they lost a tough one last week, I believe they will get back on track in this one. TCU's defense also shouldn't have any issues in this game and should get the ball back in the hands of this TCU offense often. I don't look for this Iowa State offense to be able to do much in this game, but just in case this is a 2 field goal game, I wanted to go to minus 5.5 on this one in favor of TCU.
For my play today, I'm going to look at Colorado going up against Arizona State. I'm going to have 2 plays for this game. The first is going to be Colorado minus 3.5. The other is going to be the over 59-point score between the two teams. If you guys did catch our live show 2 weeks ago that we go live on every single Friday night, you would know that I leaned Colorado on the spread against USC, and I had the over as a max play last week. Scoring has never been the problem for Colorado. The problem has been the defense. We are going to see them struggle again, even though Arizona State's not that good of a team. Last week, Colorado put up 41 points against USC, and I think that they can put up 40-plus again against Arizona State. Arizona State is sitting at 96th in the FBS this season, stopping the pass, so they do have a pretty weak secondary. Sanders and company on the offensive side of the ball should have no problem moving it the entire night. I really only need Colorado to have a couple stops in this game, and we will cash both of these numbers. I think that Colorado will score 40-plus points, and if Arizona State chips in a couple touchdowns here and there, we're looking at a 2-0 day. So give me Colorado minus 3.5 in the over 59 points in this game. Guys, move over to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I gave out Dijon's dribbling over 53.5 receiving yards versus Kansas State. I saw nothing about him not playing in this game, and then the boys told me he did not play. I was out golfing, came back, and asked how he was doing, and he is a goose egg because he did not play.
Seth?
Yeah, and I have Billy Kemp over 54.5 receiving yards for Nebraska. It's not looking good. He's only been targeted like twice and has very few yards. I think he has under 10 receiving yards, so he would have to have a huge second half to be able to hit this.
Yep, then I have Will Howard over 2.5 passing plus rushing plus receiving touchdowns. He has one right now, 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. They're down by 11. Oklahoma State's on the Kansas State 10-yard line as well. So maybe they get 2 more drives and he goes and scores, but I highly doubt it. Looking at an 0-1 day from me there. But let's take a look at our plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to go over to the rush yards, and I'm going to take Henry Parrish to go over 71.5 rushing yards versus Georgia Tech. This player prop goes hand in hand with my game pick. I think Miami is going to easily be able to control this game from the beginning, and they should do that on the legs of Parrish because Parrish, he's an absolute dog in this Hurricanes offense. He averages over this number per game with 83 rushing yards per game, and you guys can see he's hit this over in 2 out of his 4 games so far this season. But I think he should easily be able to hit his average and then some in this game because he's getting one of the worst rush defenses in college football. Georgia Tech, they allow 231 rushing yards per game. That is the 5th highest in college football. And with Parrish, he's getting around 37% of the team's total rush yards this season. So he's projected to go for 85 rushing yards in this game, which is over this number. And with Miami, they're being the best offense that this Georgia Tech defense has faced all season long. And they should get introduced to Henry Parrish time and time again in this game. So give me Henry Parrish to go over 71.5 rush yards versus Georgia Tech.
I like it, Trey. Seth?
Yeah, and I'm going to go with a passing prop that also goes hand in hand with my game pick. And I'm going to take Chandler Morris for TCU to go over 260.5 pass yards against Iowa State. I was very harsh on Chandler Morris to start the season, and he has since proved me wrong. He has had a very strong season to this point and has hit this over passing in every game this season, and I don't look for him to struggle in this game either. This Iowa State pass defense has struggled over their last 2 games to slow down opposing QBs as they have given up over 261 passing yards in each of their last 2 games. With how reliable Chandler Morris has been and how shaky the secondary for Iowa State it's been, I do like Chandler Morris here to be able to go over 260.5 passing yards.
Yeah, Seth, I like that one as well. For my prop today, I'm going to take Luther Burden to go over 109.5 receiving yards going up against the LSU Tigers. Again, if you caught our live shows last night, 7 p.m. Central Time, every Friday night, you would know that I think this is going to be a shootout. The LSU offense can basically not be stopped with Andrews back there at quarterback, so that means that Missouri has to keep up in this game. There is no better way for Missouri to move the ball down the field than give it to their best receiver in Luther Burden. In the last 4 games, Luther has recorded at least 100 receiving yards in all 4 of those games. And in the opening game, he recorded 96 yards. Last week, LSU was torched on the ground and through the air, giving up 55 points to Ole Miss. Jackson Dart had 400 yards through the air, and they had 2 receivers go for 100-plus yards. I think this is a great spot to take the best receiver on Missouri's side. So that is what I'm going to do. Give me Luther Burden to go over 109.5 receiving yards as my play. Guys, that's going to do it for NCAA football plays for Saturday, October 7th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there, Trey. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.